Hey, Tubies! It is Psychic Bob. Well, here it is Monday, Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day to you. And I hope you're having a great time wherever you are. You know, it's Monday, and that means it's time for horoscopes. But I had to show you a little treasure that arrived this week that I'm so excited about. You guys know, as you know, I am crazy about silver jewelry. I buy it nonstop. You know, today I'm wearing my pentacle, which you guys have seen. I wear this all the time. But I had a little treasure arrive in the mail. Look, and you know they say good things come in small packages. Well, I got to show you what I got. And this fits in with today's theme. You know, I love to collect mystical jewelry. And I just got a vintage Zodiac pendant, an Aquarius pendant. I have one similar to this, but it's a smaller one. I found a large sterling silver Aquarius pendant. This is vintage. It dates from the 1960s, 1970s. It's hard to see here. I don't know if you guys can see. Let's see if I can get the right angle. It was just done in sterling silver, and it says Aquarius, and it has the guy flying in the air, pouring water. He's surrounded by stars. This is a large pendant. It's about a little over an inch in size. My other one's about a half an inch. So this is like twice as large. But I have been trying for literally years to find one of this quality in sterling in this size. And so I finally now got it. Can you guys see? It's kind of hard to see here. It's much prettier in person because the background is all chased. It's engraved. And it's just beautifully fine, soft satin texture on it. So if I get it closer. And it's hard to see, but you guys get a little bit of the idea. There's my sterling Aquarius pendant. You see it's shining. I love it. I am just so excited. I got to get a jump ring. It doesn't have a jump ring, so that's a little ring that hooks it onto your necklace. So once I get a jump ring, I'll start wearing it. But I had to come and show it to you. And it arrived in this beautiful little box. It looks like a box out of Van Cleef and Arpels. They have similar boxes, or Cartier. Isn't that beautiful? The gold edging. Very elegant. And I got a good deal on it, too. Anyways, had to share it with you. You know, those of you who are jewelry buffs, you know my obsession with jewelry, and you enjoy it. The rest of you think I'm crazy. That's okay, too. Well, here I am, and you know what? We're going to spin around our big Zodiac wheel today, and we're going to see what's in the stars for you. We're going to overview the major transits of the week. So we'll give you a little psychic snapshot of what's going on astrologically each day. And then we're going to do all 12 Zodiac signs, horoscopes for all 12 Zodiac signs. So we're going to spin around our wheel and see what's going on in the stars. So come on along. All right, well, we're going to start today. Today is Monday. By the way, I need to give the dates for today's video. Today's horoscopes and information is for the time period of Monday, May 28th, 2018, through Sunday, June the 3rd, 2018. Okay, so happy birthday this month to all of our Geminis. Our sun just recently, last week, moved into the sign of Gemini. Where am I? Let me find Gemini here. Gemini is the twins, and here they are. On our wheel, the sun, see there's our big sun, has moved into the sign of Gemini. And so, happy birthday to all of our Gemini birthdays this month. You guys are the best. Well, let's see what's going on other than that. So we've got our sun in Gemini, which brings in a lot of air energy for the next month. That's a lot of communication, a lot of partnership energy. Today, starting off our week, our moon is in the sign of Scorpio. Our sun is trine Mars, the moon is trine Neptune, and Jupiter is trine Neptune. What this means, there is a lot of high power right now for that inner wisdom. There's a lot of power. Jupiter trine Neptune means the wealth of inner knowledge. So today you want to think about channeling your words. You know how they say think before you speak? Well, today you don't want to just think, you want to channel. Open to your higher self and ask for spirit to lead and open your communications. You're going to have an awesome day. You know, today with that moon in Scorpio, there's also a lot of water energy, which further enhances our psychic activity. So this is a doubly strong psychic day. It's Psychic Power Day this week, and it's a day for communication and channeling your words. That Sun trine Mars brings in a lot of powerful stimulation for discussion. So keep talking, keep channeling. You're going to have an awesome day, okay? Now, going into Tuesday, I tell you, you think it's good today, it even gets better tomorrow because our moon moves over into Sagittarius. That is firepower. Just to let you know, we have a lot of fire energy going on this week. I tell you, fire is a predominant theme throughout the week. Our sun is trine Mars all week long, which really kicks in that Martian energy. The good side of Martian energy is it's inspiring, it's invigorating, it's empowering. The challenge sometimes of that is that you got to be careful you don't burn out or get overzealous about things. So keep a little balance this week. Again, as I said, Tuesday, our sun's trine Mars. Venus is trine Jupiter, and Mars is square Uranus. What this means, Venus trine Jupiter tells us that love energy is in hyperdrive. And with the sun trine Mars, I'm telling you, flirtation is in the stars for you, and a fire moon. And then we've got the only challenging aspect is Mars square Uranus tomorrow. And what that means is be careful with your words, that you don't go to extremes. You don't let your mouth get ahead of you. It's very easy to start flirting with somebody and then, mess it up. So just be a little careful. But Tuesday, we're calling that the zany, powerful love day, okay? So a day for flirtation, a day for romance. If you're a single person, definitely get out, be seen, and have some fun, flirt. And if you're in a relationship, your romance level just went to 27 on a scale of 1 to 5. All right. Wednesday is May 30th. We've got our moon still in Sagittarius. That's, again, more firepower. Our sun, again, trine Mars. As I said, I'll be there all week. Mercury is trine Mars. Moon is square Neptune. And Venus is trine Neptune. What this means is on Wednesday, particularly in your business discussions, focus on the facts. Let me repeat it again. Focus on the facts. You have to be careful. Don't let appearances deceive you, okay? The moon square Neptune can sometimes indicate that what we think we're perceiving isn't actually there. So be very careful that you go deeper and really explore. Don't just let the facts, the surface deceive. Go deeper. Venus trine Neptune gives power to the depths of the knowing, okay? So, as I said, Wednesday, focus on the facts. Don't let appearances deceive. Okay, going into Thursday, our moon is in Sagittarius still, which is firepower. We've got our sun trine Mars, our moon trine Uranus, and Mercury trine Mars. These are all high-powered influences. This is going to be a high-energy day. Your challenge on Thursday, avoid going to extremes, okay? Try to keep some moderation in your day. It'll be challenging in that way, but it's a great day for a power day for breakthroughs, particularly in business. All right, going into Friday as we start towards our next weekend here, our moon is moving into Capricorn. That's going to bring in a little more grounded earth energy. Our moon is conjunct Saturn and Venus, trine Jupiter, and Venus trine Neptune. What's that all add up to? It's going to be a day for unified, grounded focus. This is a very good business day because with that moon in Capricorn, it gets people serious and focused. We've got our moon conjunct Saturn. That again brings in wisdom and clarity of thought. Venus is trine Jupiter that day. That means good, powerful rapport between people. And Venus trine Neptune means you can really go deep, feel, sense. There's a sense of balance and timing. Friday is another power day. This is a high-powered week all week. As we go into Saturday, we're still continuing with that high-powered energy. We've got our moon still in Capricorn, earth energy. Our sun is conjunct Mercury. Ooh, that is a power aspect for communication. Our moon conjunct Pluto. Mercury is trine Mars. Venus trine Neptune. Venus trine Jupiter. Venus trine Neptune, and Jupiter trine Neptune. Now, this is another, of all the weeks I've done readings, I tell you, this week is the most high-powered concentration of power aspects I've seen in repeated days. So what does all that mean? It's a day for good rapport with others. There's a lot of open communication, a lot of friendship. And it's a day to get together and focus on long-term goals. Whether you're focusing on your family, on your long-term goals with them, or with work and business, be focused, be grounded, make things happen, okay? Now, going into Sunday, again, you know, a lot of times our Sundays seem to be kind of rest times, but not this upcoming Sunday because our moon is moving into Aquarius. That's going to bring in air energy, again, stimulating discussion. Not going to be a lot of downtime this week. Our sun is conjunct Mercury, again, a power aspect for communications. Moon is conjunct Mars, again, a power aspect. Mercury is trine Mars, that's again a power communication aspect. And Mars is square Uranus, again, a little bit of concern there. Be careful that you don't go to extremes. What all this adds up to, another high power day for discussions, but tread carefully. Don't, you know, you're going to have to, I'd say really that Mars square Uranus is a repeating theme throughout the week. Avoid extremes, be a little sensitive, even though things are exciting and moving fast. Try to keep a focus, okay? So that's how the week is shaking out, okay? A high-powered week, a lot of breakthrough. You know, for those of you looking for work right now, I really, really recommend that you press on getting resumes out and try to schedule interviews if you can as soon as possible because we're right in power mode now. If somebody calls you and says, can you come in this week for an interview? Don't say, oh, can we do it next week? Do it because you got power aspects to break through. All right, well, there's our transits. Now we're going to spin around the wheel and look at all 12 zodiac signs. So everybody listening, you will get a horoscope. And if you say, well, Psychic Bob, I don't know what horoscope sign I am. I can't remember. It's been a long time. Don't worry about it because after I give each sign, I will give the birth date range for that sign. So listen up and you'll hear, you know, what sign you are. Now, of course, I get this every week. Somebody writes and says, Psychic Bob, I don't know what to do. One astrologer says I'm a Pisces, and your astrology says I'm an Aries. What do I do? I'm on the cusp. That's right, you're on the cusp. A cusp sign is where the sun is very close to transition, and sometimes depending on the day the horoscope is cast, it could be one or the other. If you're a cusp baby, don't let that upset you. That's a sign of double blessing because that means you get the power of both signs. And so really what it means is you get two horoscopes. So listen to each of the horoscopes when you're on the cusp around your sign because you actually start to see which one you're more like. And sometimes people tend to be more of one than the other. Sometimes it's literally evenly split. So it depends on the person. But that just means you get twice the amount of information. Okay? So listen up and enjoy. All right, let's go around our wheels. I'm going to drive the universe. Let's think about it, I was a little crazy today. You know that Martian energy is already getting to me. And I'm an air sign, so that's fire and air. They stimulate each other. No wonder I'm a little high strung. I'm like, whoa. Okay. Anyways, starting around our big, I told you I'm crazy today. Starting around our big zodiac wheel. March 20, Aries. Aries, our first one, March 21st to April 19th. Aries, you are in love with Cupid, and Cupid is in love with you. Aries, you are in romance mode right now. You are finding a lot of high power for flirtation. You're looking good. People are seeing that you're looking good, and they're responding. And you're seeing people and saying, wow, they look good. So there's a lot of sensual, do I say it, sexual energy, and energy of the heart also this week for Aries. So you want to be open to love, open to healing of relationships, you know. This isn't just really for romance, it's relationships on all levels. So Aries, this is a very good week, particularly, for example, the work area, to be open to communication, to move yourself forward and build stronger relationships with your superiors. In the area of personal relationships, as I said, romance is key this week. If you're a single Aries, you might be in a relationship before the week's up. And if you're in a relationship, it's going to get hot and wonderful. So just enjoy the week, Aries. Focus on relationships, focus on people, focus on communication from the heart. Also highlighted for Aries this week are issues connected to banking. For example, having a checking account or a savings account. So you might want to explore banking options. Your key word this week, Aries, is love. Love is in the air. Ooh, L-O-V-E. I don't know if I do that right. How about we do the heart? There's for Aries. Love. That's your key word. All right, our next sign is Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. You know, Taurus, you have the edge in business this week. Taurus are going to really find they have a good sense of timing. So be very attentive to your senses this week, particularly your sense of timing. You know where to go, what to say, and when to do it. Trust that inner word and let it lead you. But don't be haphazard this week, Taurus. You got to focus. Focus on every little detail. You might even be a little bit of a control freak, but the end result is it brings you a lot of success. In the area of personal relationships, you can be a little more freewheeling there. You don't have to be so intense as you do at work. But definitely, be attentive. Be attentive to what your partner's saying or your potential partner and feel their inner world. Get to know them. Get to feel their heart. Also highlighted for Taurus this week are issues connected to writing, particularly like a letter writing or creative writing. So be open to the muse that inspires you. Your key word this week, Taurus, is focus. Eagle eye. All right, our next sign is Gemini, and that's May 21st to June 20th. Geminis, this week you're going to be tempted to really go to extremes. There's so much fire energy and air energy in the zodiac that even though you're an air sign, it may be a little overstimulating. So you've got to really walk a tightrope this week, Gemini, of being free and expressive, yet not stepping on toes. Okay? And Geminis, you know that, sometimes you can go to those extremes because, Geminis have their good twin and their bad twin. Don't let that bad twin out this week. Keep it under control. But this week really shows a lot of promise for you because that high energy, it means it's bringing you success in work as well as in relationships. So be open to prosperity on both areas. In both areas, be open to growth, be open to advancement. Also highlighted for Geminis this week are issues connected to real estate or real estate investments. So look at properties, think about it, but again, don't go to extremes. Don't get yourself in debt. Okay. Your key word this week, Gemini, is balance. Excuse me. I have allergies here. Whenever I do readings, I start having allergies. I don't know why. It's all that spirit energy. Our next sign is Cancer, and that's June 21st to July 22nd. Cancers, you are so psychic this week. It just makes my head spin. It's amazing. Cancers are going to feel very strong connection to the energies of the air, the energies of the etheric realm, the spirit realm. Cancers, you're going to find that you have a lot of gifts in the area of telepathy this week. Trust them and use them to your advantage, particularly in the work area. Also in the relationship area, you're going to find that if you think about your partner, it's like it draws them to you. So again, that telepathic power is drawing the right people to you in work as well as in personal life. So definitely this week, be open to mind-to-mind contact. Be open to talking to the spirit world. Let the spirit world lead your week, and you're going to be successful. Also highlighted for Cancers this week are issues connected to artistic pursuits. So if you've been wanting to kind of learn to draw, do photography, sculpture, anything like that, visual arts, go ahead and jump into it this week, Cancer. Your key word this week, Cancer, is channel. Be a channel for the spirit. All right, our next sign is Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd. Leos, this week you're sharing a little bit of similar energy with the Tauruses in that there's a lot of fire energy and a lot of air energy this week. And you've got to walk a fine line. Be very careful this week, Leos, that you don't burn yourself out or burn out other people or overstep your line. You're going to feel very confident this week. There's a lot of great energy for presentations, for doing speeches, for doing high-powered meetings. Definitely take advantage of all that. But in the process, check yourself that you're not pushing too hard and offending people or stepping on toes. It's very easy to do this week, especially for you fire signs. So that's going to be a caution. But that being said, if you can keep the balance, it's a great week for success for you, especially Leos. Leos also highlighted for you this week Our issues connected to books, and particularly like reading and research. So if you've been thinking about exploring a new hobby, a new topic to study, definitely visit your library this week and explore reading of books. Your key word this week, Leo, is restraint. Restraint, be careful. Okay. All right, our next sign is Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. You know, Virgos, you actually, of all the signs this week, you have the most balanced energy. And the reason why that is, you're really drawing off that earth energy as our moon goes into Capricorn later in the week. You're already feeling that influence. That's bringing a lot of balance to Virgos. Virgos are going to find this week that they're in a very clear focused place. In your work, you're going to find real rapport with coworkers. You're going to find that some of that coworker rapport even extends into personal life, so that you might start hanging out with friends from work and getting to know people and enjoy that. Allow people to come into your life. Be open to changes and growth, particularly in friendship area this week. You're going to find also in romance this week that it's an easy rapport. You get to know people. And don't be surprised, Libra, if you're single, particularly if you have a lot of dates this week. You'll say, where are all these people come from? Well, they're just being drawn to your bright light. You have a really good balanced energy. So you're lucky in love as well as work this week. Also highlighted for you, for Virgos this week, are issues connected to the performing arts. So it'd be a good week to, take that special someone, go to a theater show or a concert and enjoy it. Your key word this week, Virgo, is friendship. Remember, you have to be a friend to make a friend. All right. Our next sign is Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd. Libras, you are in your element. This is a week for Libras to really see a lot of success. In work, Libras, you're going to find that you are just inspired, you're motivated, and people are giving you a lot of trust, a lot of confidence, and you're moving forward. There's a lot of energy around Libras now for promotions and advances financially. So definitely be open to it. For those of you Libras who run your own business, this is definitely a power week. Also, you're going to find that your business opportunities are increasing and people are really being drawn to you. So definitely be open to success. In the area of personal relationships also, Libra, this is a week where people are just fascinated with you. People are drawn to you, want to be part of your world and your scene. Invite them in, let them be with you, and you're going to have a great week. Also highlighted for Libras this week are issues connected to travel. So if you're a Libra and you've been wanting to go see the world, be open to that, explore that. Your key word this week, Libra, is power. All right. Our next sign, Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st. Scorpios, you are in power mode also. You and Libras will work really well this week because Scorpios are all about prosperity also. And your prosperity is more in the material, tangible sense, in the money sense this week. Scorpios usually have a lot of wealth in the emotional areas. They're very good at the communication and the romance. This week, Scorpio, it's going to be all about the money. So I don't say that to be disheartening, but really it's going to be more of a material focus for you than an emotional focus, which is actually a little bit of a shift for Scorpios. So this week you want to focus on prosperity, particularly making the money, okay? Good week for job promotions, good week for searching out new work opportunities and business building. In the area of personal relationships, Scorpio, you may feel a little challenged this week because you might feel like, I don't have time for romance. And the truth is, you probably don't. Don't worry about it. There's always next week to get back into the romance game. This week, it's all about the money. Also highlighted for Scorpios this week are issues connected to home investment. So if you want to buy some property or home, again, focus on the money. Make it happen. Your keyword this week, Scorpio, is wealth. Show me the money signs. All right. I'm going to hang out with Scorpios and I might get rich. All right. Our next sign is Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. You know, Sagittarius, your power this week is in that you are seeing everything very clearly. The challenge for you is that people around you might not be as focused. All of that Martian energy has people stirred up. And where your strength is that you want to focus on the facts. Particularly in business, don't get caught up in the emotion of the moment. Focus on the long-term goals. Because Sagittarians have a clarity right now of seeing what's ahead. And so while people around you are mired in the moment, because there's a lot of instant momentary energy this week, you got to push through that and see the longer goal. And if you do that, everybody's going to say, wow, you're a prophet. Because you're actually going to see things that's very apparent that nobody else is seeing because they're not focused. So your focus, your attention to factual knowledge, your questions, what is the long-term implication, is where you want to keep your focus this week. In the area of romance, also Sagittarius, this is really good because you will be able to communicate with your partner or potential partner about your relationship goals and where you see yourselves going. I know, as speaking as a male, sometimes women ask us this, like, well, where do you want us to be next year? And the guy's like, I don't know. This week, Sagittarius, you got to be just real focused and share your vision, and it'll take you in good places. Also highlighted for Sagittarius this week are issues connected to spiritual retreats. So you might want to work in a little trip to a Zen monastery this week and collect your mind if it gets a little overwhelming. Your key word this week, Sagittarius, is facts. Observe, study, follow the facts. All right, our next sign is Capricorn, and that's December 22nd to January 19th. Capricorns, this is a good week for you. The moon goes into your sign, and this means you're building power, you're building control, you're making long-term success and foundations. Capricorn, as your earth energy is very stabilizing, not only to yourself but to others, this week you'll find that you're very much in leadership roles, particularly in the work area. You're confident, just be confident in it. You know you can do it. Just lead as you always do. Keep your ground of focus and work. As I said earlier, there's a lot of kind of fire energy and air energy. It'll make people a little high-strung this week. Stick to your old Capricorn self. Know the facts, be grounded, be focused. That's your ticket to success. In the area of love also, Capricorn, people are going to be drawn to you because they feel that stability. And so if you're a single Capricorn, really focus on the elements of your life that are stable, because you yourself as a Capricorn might say, well, I don't think somebody's going to like me or want to date me because I'm kind of boring. Oh, no. You're not boring. You're very deep and mystical, but you have a grounding that allows you to operate in power in a way a lot of people don't. So this is a good week for romance as well as business success. Your key word this week, Capricorn, is build. Build your foundations. All right, our next sign is Aquarius, January 20th to February 18th. Aquarius, you are in your psychic mode this week. It's like the spirit is moving through you. The moon moves into your sign at the end of this week, and it's all building power already for you. Aquarians are in their mystic channeling mode. They're talking to the spirit world. The spirit world's talking back to them. And know, if you're an Aquarius and you're hearing voices, you're probably not psychotic. You're channeling, okay? So this is a week just to kind of be open to the mystical, be open to the guidance of the spirit world. You'll find in work that if you let the spirits lead you, you're going to have major breakthroughs and you will be successful. In romance, same thing. You're going to find, Aquarius, that this week people are captivated by you. They feel that energy. They may not be able to put their finger on where it's coming from. They may not know it's spiritual, but they're going to be drawn to you. So let the spirit channel through you, speak the words of wisdom and truth, and you're going to bless everybody around you and have a great time socially as well. Also highlighted for Aquarius this week are issues connected to performing arts. So if you're an Aquarius, you've been wanting to kind of go to your local coffee house and, do mic night, do a song, or do a poetry reading, be open to performing arts. More in the sense of you participating in them rather than just watching. Your key word this week, Aquarius, is inspire. Inspire people with your channeled words. All right, our next sign is Pisces, February 19th February 19th to March 20th. You know, Pisces, I'm going to come and hang out with y'all because y'all got the money going this week. Pisces are smooth operators. This week, Pisces, it's like the less you do, the more you make. It's like don't stay up all night trying to plan your business presentation. Go in with half-written notes and wing it, and you'll be even better. Money falls into your lap this week just simply by showing up. So don't overstrain yourself because your success really comes through being in your natural self, not overdoing it this week. So Pisces, you want to be very casual. In your work, be open to transition because you may find that, you know, if you stayed up all night planning a presentation, you go in the next day, your boss might say, scrap it, we're starting over. So don't kill yourself. Let the natural energy unfold and follow the moment of that, and that's what leads to success for you. In the area of relationships, also, Pisces, this is a very high romantic energy week for you. And if you're single, don't be surprised if you get asked by 5 different people on one day to go out. You're just drawing people like flies, and that's part of your natural Pisces energy. For those of you who are in a relationship, give your partner warning. There is going to be flirtation with you this week, and it doesn't mean that you're looking at other people. You know, as a Pisces, you might be out with your partner and somebody starts flirting with you and your partner's like, oh, you know them, and get a little suspicious. Explain them. Say, Psyche Bob told me to tell you right now, people are going to be flirting with me, but I'm not causing it. It's just the energy for Pisces, okay? So have fun. Be on the town. See and be seen. Also highlighted for Pisces this week are issues connected to business development. So, you know, you've got a lot of high power. You want to start your own company? Make it happen. Start it this week. Your keyword this week, Pisces, is prosperity. Ooh, I'm seeing dollar signs. I love it. Oh my gosh, guys. Well, there we go. We spun around our big zodiac wheel. Isn't that amazing? Listen, I have to say it. I say it every week, but it is so important and so true. If you are at a time, a challenge in your life, never give in to despair. Just pause and look to the stars. The zodiac wheel is above us, always spinning, always in motion. And what that means is that each day brings a new sunrise and a new alignment of planet and stars. And therefore you have more power to bless you and to move forward on your journey. Remember that the stars are our friends. They never control us nor compel us, but guide us gently as a friend would. And if we work in harmony with them and our higher selves, we're sure to have success and peace on the way. So I encourage you, keep faith, hope, and love in your heart. Look to the stars, and you'll move forward with success. Guys, I am so thankful you're here. I want to give you one of my hearts. I've been seeing people do this on YouTube. I hope I'm doing that. Get a heart. My heart to yours. You guys are best. I love you. I'm sending blessings to you. Listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We got more coming for you. Tomorrow, be back here because we're going to have messages from the spirit world. That's right. And that's where I answer questions for viewers that write in. If you're new here and don't know about that and you want to get in, throw a question in the comment box below this video. Ask me what your psychic question is, and we'll try to get it in for tomorrow. If you don't want to do that, you can also write to me at my email, readings@robert-hickman.com. I'll put the link again for this in the info box below this video for my email, website, and contact information. Oh, and by the way, if you're bored, you don't have much to do, pop over to my website and check out my books. I am a published author. I have a lot of books over there for sale that I have written. Messages from Rose. It's about my work as a medium, working with my spirit guide, Rose. We've got Ouija Mysteries, the spirit board seances, all about my explorations of the Ouija board. We got Psyche Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. It's about my 20 years of experience as a Wiccan and my thoughts. It's filled with wonderful artworks of magical practitioners. Anyways, there's a lot there for you, and we have more. But pop over to my website and check it out. You guys are best. I love you. Sending blessings to you. We'll see you back here tomorrow for messages from the spirit world. Oh, and by the way, if you didn't see yesterday's video, check it out. We had the witching hour. It's in the queue right before this. It was our live broadcast. We had a great turnout. Thank you to all of you who came out to it. We'll see you back here tomorrow. And until then, may you always blessed be.